The following podcast is brought to you by Iconic Nation Media.
Welcome back to Malibu and Me. This is episode 2, season 2. Yes. And I have two of my most favorite people on today to talk about how this move manifested and how it was seamless, and it has a lot to do with you, McCall, like my sister-in-law, everybody, my famous McCall. And even you are mesmerized with how she can do these things.
Okay, let me just tell the people real quick. So Jen lets me know that she's going to move. And then like the next day it was like McCall found a house. And then the next day it was like, I actually put in an offer and we're closing the house. And now I got to list my house. And I'm like,
I need to come see the house.
I did.
Sight unseen.
And I need to come see this house in person that I'm moving into.
Yes.
Right. So then now we're 48 hours into this. And then the next update I got within a week is I'm going to be moved in like a week or two. And McCall already has everything set up in my house. I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, this, like, it was a whirlwind for me as a friend and as an outsider.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you are so magical, but she's
like the little fairy that like sprinkles dust and everything's done.
Yeah. And I see her in between, and she also doesn't talk about herself.
No.
And so she's like creating fairy dust and magic everywhere she goes. And we're just like, but what? You don't even give us an update. Like, never does she casually mention at football with our kids, like, oh, by the way, I'm doing all this stuff for my sister-in-law. She just quietly does it.
And my kids and my business. And she just does it.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So we're here to put you on the spot and be like, how on earth? Because what Jen said was, I moved into my house and it was like my bed was
Well, she walked into a house with a bed that was made with sheets that were washed with like throw pillows and like.
No, it was like I lived there.
Yeah.
You literally are like a fairy
You had
godmother.
already unpacked some pictures.
Everything was like being unpacked. I had photos out.
How?
I got her an arrangement of flower scents.
It was beautiful.
Like,
beautiful orchid.
Beautiful
it looks
orchid
like I lived
on
there.
the coffee table. A candle lit.
It was so
smelled
nice.
like warm fall pumpkins.
How do you do this? Like, I really, so this is me as a fan of like in person and of the show. Like, I really want to understand how on earth you were able to do this. Like, I don't even know where to begin, but like, how did you find this house? How do you start filling it up with furniture?
Okay, so we'll backtrack. So I want to say it was like over the summer, maybe. Jenna had come out. She's like, gosh, I really like love being near my family. I want to be back in Malibu. So we had casually kind of looked at one or two things. And there was something we really liked. And for some reason, we couldn't like pull the trigger. There was like something holding us back. It was really cute, but it just wasn't it. So she goes back to Park City. I'm here. I'm working, doing kid stuff, busy with my studio. And fast forward, I was supposed to go to Las Vegas with Jason, my husband, for a weekend to go see a Daniel Tosh comedy show. And he wasn't feeling great. The kids were being like crazy. And he's like, I think we should just stay home. I don't think we should go. We had like plane tickets on JSX. We're like, oh, we're going to go fly out and go see the show tonight. He's like, I think I just really want to stay home. So I was bummed, but I'm like, okay, I'll cancel the trip, whatever, cancel the hotel. And he takes the kids to the beach. He's like, I need to go surf. I think I want to just like get fresh air. And I'm kind of pissed off. And I'm like, all right, I think I'm going to leave the house. I'm going to go for a drive. I'm just going to go blow off some steam. I was really looking forward to having like a night away from the kids, but okay.
Embracing the
I'm embracing this new situation. So I get in my car, I go to Pura Vida, get my like smoothie. I'm like, okay, there's open house signs all over PCH. I'm like, gosh, I'm going to go check out some open houses because what else is there to do in Malibu on a pretty day on like a Saturday? So I drive around. I see this one open house sign. I'm like, I'm going to go check this out. Looks really cute. Drive down, park my car, walk inside. I'm like, gosh, this house is so cute. I'm walking through. In my mind, I'm like, would this be a good fit for my family? Because we're currently looking for a home. And I was like, it's so adorable, great neighborhood, like perfect corner lot, like 1-story ranch, super cute, brand new. They gutted the whole thing, redid it. It looks like, out of like Architectural Digest. It's staged perfectly. At all the finishes, like such a good job. And I'm like, this is a great house. And I'm like, I love the hallways are wide. And I'm like, but I have 2 boys. They're 9 and 6. They need space. They want to run around. They need like to be able to get outside, and they need like something bigger than this. So I'm walking to my car and I'm just like, gosh, this is such a great house. Who would this be good for? And like a light bulb went off and I go, this would be the perfect house for Jen. And I'm like thinking back to our conversations of like her saying she wants to come be back closer to the family and be in Malibu. And I'm like, okay, it's 4 bedrooms. She needs like 3 because, for her son and daughter. And it's in Malibu. It's close to the family. It's close to Pepperdine where Sarah goes to school. It's 1 story, so it's perfect for Sarah. There's no stairs. It has wide hallways so she can get through with the walker. And I was like, I think this is like a perfect house for her. So as I'm driving home, I turn around and I go back to the house and I walk in and the guy is sitting there and I'm like, I'm back. I was like, I think I have like the perfect person for this house. I'm like, let me snap some photos. So I snap some photos, I take some video, and then I call Jen and I go, I think I found your next house. She's like, what do you mean? Send pictures. I go, oh, don't worry, I have them all. So I like quickly send her pictures and videos and she like, oh my gosh, this is so great. She's like, I want my brother to see it. So I call Jason. I'm like, where are you? And he's over by like the Country Mart. I'm like, I need you to get to this house. The open house closes at 4 and it's like 3:45. So I said to the agent, I was like, I need you to stay. And, he's all like, well, we close at 4. He's already like in his car. He's in this little like Porsche. He's got the engine running. I'm like, no, I promise 10 minutes. Like he's turning the lights off. Like, I'm like, I promise you. Like, we need to see this house. So Jason makes it. It's like 4:05. Walk back in the house. I'm like turning all the lights on. I'm like, okay, like I'm going to sell this house.
Now you're the agent.
Now I'm the agent. I'm going to sell this house. And I'm like walking through it with him and he's like, gosh, this house has such a good like energy. It has such a good feeling. He's like, I love what they did with the renovation. It looks so good. And I was like, yeah, this is your sister's house. And he goes, I think it is. So we leave, we get in the car, we call Jen, and we were like, okay, like we found you a house. So
we put the wheels in motion.
She's like, great, let's like lock it in. Let's write an offer. So I texted the agent. I was like, hey, you can expect an offer tomorrow. Like, thanks so much. And I don't know, fast forward two days later, like there was no funny business. We put in the offer the next day. They countered. Our like agent was like, should we like, sit on it for like 48 hours, make them squirm? I was like, no, we're going to let them know we're serious. We want to buy this house. We don't need to play this cat and mouse game. Just call them up. Say like, what do we need to do? This is what we're offering. We'll close in 21 days. We'll make it real fast. Like we don't need to go through all the hooplas here. Like we are serious. Let's do it. So I think they like respected that because we just came in. We said that we want the house. What do we have to do? And we did it. And so,
my gosh.
And it was the perfect. It is the perfect house.
And it is the perfect house.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
And
so that was how we got the house.
that was unbelievable.
That was step 1.
Yeah. I feel like I got one update and then the next day it went from, I think I might want to move to, I put an offer on a house to, we closed the house and selling my, like this is all within a week.
It was so fast. Like
So
it was
fast.
like lightning fast. We were like, okay. And then the best was we were like, should we close escrow early? Like we're like ready to go. So anyway, so we made the deal. We went into escrow. We get the house. And then I said to Jen, okay, we have 21 days. So
gotta get out here.
We got to get out here. So I basically made her a calendar. I put the month of October. I wrote in the calendar, I'm like, go see the house, write the offer, like offer accepted, contingency lift date, inspections. Like I put everything in this calendar. And then I knew when she was coming out at the end of the month, I was like, Jen comes out. And I just started working backwards.
And when you say Jen comes out, that means moves.
Yeah, Jen moves
the house
out
for the first time.
Oh, yeah. So we
clear,
wrote this whole offer, got it accepted, did everything without her even seeing it. So then at that point I said, okay, Jen, I think you need to come out because we have like 7 days basically to like lift contingencies. So you should probably come out. So she comes out, we go to the house and she loved it.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Oh, so you did see it before it closed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So she did fly out to see it when we were in inspections, and she was there for inspection, so she could,
Inspect
and like give her
I wanted
blessing.
to. Yeah, and they wanted to take a buyer seriously. You need to see it.
You need to see it.
So I did.
So because the guy was like, well, she hasn't seen it. Like, are you sure? And I'm like, no. So this is now the second or third house someone in our immediate family has bought sight unseen. I have found 3 houses for people in our family that they have bought sight unseen. So I almost feel like
an honorary.
It was meant to be like I'm like the matchmaker of homes in our family. Apparently,
So I think that they call that a real estate.
real estate agent.
So maybe you need to go get licensed.
I actually am licensed.
Oh,
Yeah.
But I don't
Use it.
I don't use it.
You
I'm not
practice, but you
like
don't.
I'm not the realtor who's like, hi, let me come sell your house. I have one because Jason's in the industry, and so it made sense to get one.
It really
but I
helped
have
me.
never actually like used it to be like that person
help
with
me.
the for sale sign selling your home.
Yeah.
So I told that agent, I go, this is now going to be the 3rd home or someone in our family has bought sight unseen. I promise you we're a real buyer. Here's all the paperwork you need, and here we are.
Oh my gosh, you're amazing.
But
You're
then
amazing.
she had a mood board for me.
Oh yeah, we made mood boards.
She had everything. Okay, we're going to order all this stuff. And I watched her do something similar for when you moved over Christmas because you were at my house.
Yes.
And you furnished and because you sold your house with everything in it. So you had to start all over.
Yeah. So a year ago, basically, we sold our house completely furnished and had nowhere to go. So we were basically living in a hotel. And we went to go see like 30 houses. We're in the Oaks, we're in Hidden Hills, we're in Westlake, we're in Sherwood. Like we are everywhere, and we are not finding the right thing. And I'm kind of panicked. I'm like, I have 2 young kids. Like I now own nothing but the clothes on my back. Like, where are we going? They took my sippy cups. Like, I mean, we have nothing. They have
walked
They have
out.
my pillows, my sheets. Like we literally walked out with photos and clothes, and here we are. So that trip, I was like, okay, we're leaving for Christmas. We're going to Park City. We haven't found anything to move into. We're in a hotel. I guess we're coming back to this same hotel when we get back from Christmas. We'll figure it out. So I was a little bummed. And the night before we were leaving, I brushed my teeth. I'm in the bathroom getting myself ready for bed. And I'm like, let me just check Zillow one more time. I mean, it's 11 o'clock at night, but you never know.
That's right.
And I open my phone and I'm like scrolling on Zillow, and this house pops up. And I'm like, okay, this looks interesting. Photos are interesting. I think it's brand new, but unclear. I send it to my agent. I was like, this just popped up. It showed up like 4 hours ago on the MLS. Do you think you can get us to see it in? I go, my plane leaves at noon. So it needs to happen between 11 p.m. and 10 tomorrow. So then they're like, okay, we'll see what we can do. So they're like, gosh, they can't get you in. I'm like, no. I need to go see this house. Like, I will be there. You tell them to show up and just unlock the door. So we had our driver stop at the house on the way to the airport. And I was like, give me 5 minutes. I walk in the front door. I'm looking around. I'm like, this house is brand new. Okay. And it is like half the price of everything else I have looked at in Hidden Hills, in the Oaks, in Calabasas, in Malibu. I'm like, where did this house come from? It's like God's giving me a gift right now. I didn't even make it past the kitchen, and I turn around and I'm like, we'll take it. And they're like, your husband isn't here. I'm like, no. He is meeting me here. He's at his mom's house. He's coming here. We will take it. He walks in the house. He goes, how much is it? And I tell him, and he's like, are you like missing a zero here? Like, what's going on? I'm like, no. This is how much they're asking. So he turns around and he goes, okay, we'll take it. Do you want us to write a check for the whole year? Like, let them know, like, we will take it. They had 2 other showings after us. We were like, don't show the house. You don't need to. We'll take it. So they were like, okay, but we have to show the house. We're like, okay, great. But here's our. So we drive to the airport and we're on the plane. I didn't even know phones work on the plane, but they do. So Jason is like on the phone with the bank and he's like, listen, I need you to like send this over. We got to get this, like, we need this house, because we had seen like 30 houses and some of them were like, the carpet was old. It smelled like someone was like died in the house. Like there were cat pee. Like it was bad. And people are asking like serious, like you could buy a car or you could live in this old dumpy house in Hidden Hills. So we saw this, we were like, gosh, it's meant to be. So anyway, we get the house. So now I'm like, okay, I'm going to be in Park City for 2 weeks. I own no furniture. I only have clothes that are in a storage unit with like Wetzel and Sons, and I need to get this house set up. So I buy a notebook at Rite Aid and I write every single room down. And then I go through the list and I go, what does every single room need? What does my Benny's room need? What does JoJo's room need? What does my room need? What does the kitchen need? The living room? And I am like mapping out this whole entire thing. And then I go, okay, now I need to order furniture. So I spent like a week shopping, ordering furniture, figuring out when it was going to get delivered, coordinating with like an assistant at home to get it all delivered, installed, and set up.
That's unbelievable.
Sheets, pillows, everything washed, had the housekeeper like do it all. So by the time we landed, I think it was the day, New Year's Day or whatever, we came home, the car picks us up. It, instead of taking us to the hotel, it takes us to this new house, and we walk in and the beds are made and the furniture's put away and my clothes had been delivered and they're in the closet and we had the organizer and the whole thing. And I walk into a house that's like fully set up. And my husband was like, how did you do that? And I was like,
you're really good at orchestrating a plan.
Yeah.
Getting a plan together, having a calendar, having a list of things. I mean, that's just like a really big gift like, that you have. And she did this for me. I walked in after a 10-hour drive and my bed was made.
Her bed was made. She had flower arrangement on the table, new orchids.
I mean, it was like
my thing was also like, when someone comes home, I want them to feel like they're at home. And I was like, okay, this is going to be Jen's new house. She's moving from Park City. It's a really big deal. What is going to make her feel cozy and like inviting? So what did I do? I put some photos out. So like when she walked in, the first thing she's going to see is like photos of her and her kids that were like the same photos from her home, right? Yeah. And then I got this really great candle at Beautiful Mess, and it smells like pumpkin, so it's really cozy and fall. And I lit the candle, so like when she walked in, it like smelled good, it felt good. There was like a picture she could really connect, and
that's amazing.
It was amazing.
And she's like walks in, she goes, my bed's made, and like my sheets are washed, and like
McCall, it was amazing.
Can you welcome me into my home? It can just be my existing home.
It's just
can
little
furnish
things
it. You
like
can do anything.
that like really, I don't know, I think they go a long way. And I do that with everything in my life. So whether it's like someone coming into my Pilates studio and connecting with them on a really personal level and getting to know them. Like, for example, we had someone come in today. I've never met them. So I walked over, I said, how was class? I introduced myself. I'm one of the owners. Nice to meet you. And I don't know, just making those little like touch points go a really long way. So
I love it.
Big gift.
That is amazing. And the thing is that's so interesting about you as a friend, I can say it, is like, you don't talk about anything. You just ruthlessly execute. And there's very few people like that. You do not talk about it. You just put your head down.
I'm a doer.
You're a doer.
Yeah.
And you're hyper organized and you're fast and you're decisive. Wonderful.
I can make very quick decisions.
Yeah.
So I learned really early on, I was interning in college before I got my first job. And I had this boss. She was basically like, if you think of The Devil Wears Prada, that was my job. And I was like Anne Hathaway. And so my training from like, I don't know, I was 16 or 17. And I was 17. It was like right my first year of college. And it was like, there's no, figure it out. Figure out a way to make something happen. And don't come to me with the problems. Bring me 3 solutions.
Yep.
And so I've lived my whole entire life basically being like, okay, if this is a no, what are we going to do to pivot? How can we make something happen? You have to be hyper organized. Like she would give me coffee orders this long and I'd have to run to Starbucks in heels because you couldn't be in the office in flats. It was a no. You would get that like death stare kind of
Just
up and down.
Wow.
Just like in the movie. Very real. So I would be like running down Fifth Avenue, balancing like 2 Starbucks trays in my like, 4-inch heels. And like, I don't know, I just had like that foundation really did it for me. So like in my life, I've learned be organized, make lists, like don't complain, don't explain, just do, get things done. And it has served me very well in life.
I'm starstruck. Like I told you guys backstage, I was like, I am so starstruck over your family in general, like just in general on every level.
Well, they've rallied so much around me and helping like get me here and get me like feel really welcome and not just like emotionally and because you guys are my family, but just like making that house feel so homey and having all the furniture there and walking into
and it looks beautiful.
It's beautiful.
By the way.
You have impeccable taste.
We did all Jenny Kane home furniture and it looks
impeccable.
like
And they
out of a
deliver it
catalog.
and they unpack it and all of that. Like how does that all?
Everything.
Okay, they do
So
it all.
they know me very well there.
Yes, they came yesterday.
They came and I really enjoy their furniture. I think the quality is amazing. The people who work there are amazing. Like I just believe in everything they do, from clothes to like home goods. So I've furnished a few homes with their stuff and they show up. They will move things out that are there. They will set things up. They will like work with you and be like, should we move it 6 more inches this way or 3 more inches that way? Like they're so great. And it's the same team of people who have been there for years. And you get to know them. They get to know you. They spent the whole day at her house. Like
That's what they said yesterday.
the whole entire day.
Yeah.
They were there from like 10 a.m. till like 7 or 8 p.m. and they did not leave till it was done.
Wow.
And they got everything done and installed and it literally looked like a catalog.
That's amazing.
does.
Well, and it does because I went there and I was like, whoa, this is gorgeous. She's like, I walked in from a 10-hour drive and I got in bed and went to sleep. Like everything was done.
It was so great.
It's amazing. So I have a question about the way that you order furniture remotely. Is how do you know the measurements? Do you get them like from plans or
So both. Like for example, with the house I'm living in now, there were plans. So I knew like how big the space was.
Okay.
And like, I don't know, I've just been kind of like doing this decorating thing for a long time. So I have an idea of like, okay, this size bed is going to work. It's going to go this way. And I'm kind of good with like spatial planning. And so with her house, I don't think I had the measurements, but I just kind of went in and I was like, okay, I think this is going to work. I did bring over a tape measure. We measured for the dining room table and the 2 sofas and then kind of worked backwards from there.
Wow, that is
So-
amazing. I feel like you could have been a designer or real estate agent, but it sounds like you
Yes.
just do it all.
She does.
That's amazing.
It's kind of
Yeah.
incredible what you.
So I'm like,
she
I
gets up
do
very
that.
early.
I wake
time
up
do you get up?
I wake up every day at 5.
Yeah, she's up
and
early.
I love that time. And I was not a morning person, but I've become a morning person because I value my time in the morning. I get like at least 30 minutes of like me time with a coffee, with my emails, with a computer, just to kind of like unwind, see what I have going on for the day, check my calendar. Then I get my kids up. That's a whole thing. Get them to
That
school.
takes a while.
That takes a while. My little one does not want to get up in the morning. So that's challenging. My older one like gets himself dressed and he's like, okay, Mom, I'm ready to go. So yeah, so there's that. And then I take them to school. I go to my studio. I go to work. I love and adore my clients and community. So I hang out with them. It does not feel like work, but you know, you have to manage teachers and personalities and deal with clients, and there's issues and things that come up, and there's good days and challenging days. And so managing that. And then I always try to be there to pick my kids up for their activities, go to basketball, go to swim, like do all the things, and then have dinner
Super
and
mom, just like you.
Amazing.
do it all over again. But this is what we do.
And yes, and I have to also just shout out your studio because I had the pleasure of going, which by the way, we need to go back.
I'd like to do
Yeah.
a episode there because
would
I
be
would love
fun.
that'd be really fun.
Yeah, it was. Your studio is gorgeous. I have said this about, I don't know, at least 50 or 60 times on probably 50 or 60 different episodes about how this woman right here, she inspired my entire aesthetic and people love it. And every time I get a compliment, I go back to you.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's because of my friend McCall. She's the one that got me these floors. She like,
Well,
your taste is amazing.
I always just say, like, it's funny. People walk into the studio and they go, gosh, this doesn't feel like a studio. It almost feels like you're in, like, I'm in my house. And so my thing is, when I look at the center of what makes like a home and like what makes people feel comfortable, like what I did in Jen's house, I'm like, what's cozy, what's inviting, what looks good, what feels good, what brings like calm,
Serenity.
and like zen and makes you feel safe, right? So
I like that.
that's what I did with my studio. I didn't want it to feel like a fitness studio without windows and like black floors and like heavy. I wanted it to feel like, gosh, I'm like in my like home gym working out, and that is what it feels like.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you feel about white couches with young children? Because that's where I'm really struggling with my
Okay.
home. Go ahead.
So in our house, Jason and I, when we first got married, bought a white cloud sofa at Restoration Hardware. It was one of those, this was before kids. It's beautiful. It's white. It's big. It's cozy. We're watching football on it. It's like in our living room. This is like the focal point of our like comfort zone. This sofa came with us to like every house we lived in until
You had to sell it.
we had to sell it furnished in my home last year. And yeah, so we had a white couch with two boys who would eat Cheetos on it and, you know, spill lemonade and do the whole thing. But I taught my housekeeper how to wash it.
Okay.
So we would basically just remove the covers, and every week we would wash it. So it would look like a brand new sofa.
Okay. I'm taking that hot tip for you guys.
Yes.
It's funny
If
because
you can get a sofa you can wash it.
that's the best way.
Yeah.
Those slip covers.
The
That's what
slip
you told me
covers.
too with
Yeah.
my pet hair. I don't have
Yes.
kids like that age anymore, but I have pet hair. She's
Yeah.
a black dog.
Oh,
So
good to know. Jenny
You have-
Kane
so
has
what
it?
yeah, and they do sell slip covers. So like if you wanted to change the color of your sofa, you could order a slip cover in a different color, or like buy a new one every few years.
I'm going to
switch
skip
it
all
out.
that. I'm just going to have you come to my house and fix it all.
She can
and we'll
fix
give you
it.
an update.
I'm like,
love
I
it.
promise
I love it.
there's a solution.
Wait, after all your hard work with Jen, I love that we made this about me. Like this is your
it's the way
episode
it
for
is.
your move.
But it's so
so funny.
helpful for people to just find these. Like, I mean, obviously you are not going to go help strangers everything like you did for
no,
me, but
but-
there are resources. And then you had the organizer.
Yeah, we had
lady.
the organizer. So she's like, is someone going to be able to help me put things away? And I was like, I already booked the organizer for 2 weeks. You're going to have her like almost every single day. She's going to come. She's going to help you like put things where they need to go, label like. And the thing too is when a house functions properly and things are organized and things are labeled and things are put away and everything has a purpose, you function better.
That's right.
So like when you function better and you're happy, your kids are happy because you're not stressed out, you're not freaking out, you're not looking for things, you're not having this like anxiety that they feel. So I always say, like, you know, when you're happy, they're happy. When you have a good relationship, they see that. Like they feel love and safe, and like those are all the things that make families and households flow, and so they're really important.
Can you adopt me? Jason, you're a lucky guy.
He really
Yeah.
is.
Well, I just have to say,
I'm lucky by default. Yeah.
yes. Well, I just have to say thank you for sharing all your tips. And also, I would love to screenshot some of your like organizational
Happy to
calendars, your
share.
tips, okay, here's what I want to post. The mood boards in your calendar.
Happy
of
to
Jen's
share.
timeline. That's what I'd
Yeah,
love.
it was amazing. Like I basically just plugged in every day. Like the tub's getting delivered this day, the furniture's getting delivered this day, the organizer's coming these days. Like, and then it's just helpful to look back also and be like, okay, how did we get this done? What did the timeline look like? Like, is there somewhere we could have improved? I don't know.
No,
Just,
there was no improvement.
just
It
always
was like
looking to like
magical. Yes.
streamline
It was great.
everything.
It was great.
Amazing.
It was great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing
Of course.
your talents
Yes.
with
And
us.
I'm like so happy because I feel like Jen's happy. Her house is beautiful.
I'm so happy.
Like my kids are happy. They're like, we want to go sleep at Auntie Jen's.
We've already had
they've
some
already
great
had
dates.
some like great one-on-one
So-
time
so good.
there.
I love it.
and it's just
It's amazing.
I don't know.
And it's inspirational.
yeah, and I'm excited for this new chapter for Jen.
I know we
know.
all
Thank
are.
you.
New
We're-
people, new energy, just
Yeah.
like all good things in
All
this
goodness.
next like season of life.
It's good,
Yeah.
right? It's really good. It feels
really
really
good.
right.
Yeah.
It feels really right. So, well, thank you everybody for coming. Thanks, McCall, for sharing.
you.
And I really appreciate your help so much. And like you, I mean, you had to hear how this all came about because it was 21 days of a
unbelievable.
just whirlwind and big changes and so much fun. And now on to, you know, my next chapter. And we're going to get to talk to my son who's visiting already to see my new space and time and get his input. I'm sure he has some things to share about his experience with this whole thing because it was crazy. He went on vacation and I moved.
Yeah, he went on vacation and came home and the house was empty. So
So I'd love to hear how that goes.
so you guys will hear how that
yeah,
goes.
so stay tuned and we'll talk to Nate next. See you next time.